Hey everybody, welcome back to Gideon Stuff. Today we have a review of this. This is the Camillus Choff, or Choff. Before we get started, I feel like I need to apologize to this knife and to Camillus, because in another video I did, I believe, I called this knife the Chode. Is the video on this guy. I'm sorry. That that was kind of a joke between me and another person about this knife. But I do apologize. This is the Choff, or the Choff. This is the Choff. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just get into our size comparisons. So, as you can probably tell, this isn't a big knife. Overall length is about 6.25 inches, with a blade length of about 2.9 inches. Here he is compared against our rats. So, smaller than both of those. And let's bring out our Civivis. Here he is against our Praxis. And the Elementum. So, again, smaller than even the Elementum. This is not a big knife at all. And let's bring out our Gerbers. Here's the paraframe. And the mini paraframe. So this guy isn't a whole lot bigger than the mini paraframe. I mean, he is definitely bigger, but, I mean, not by so much. And let's bring out our PM2. And our Bug Out. You know, I'm not sure how I should set these knives up. Should I do them butt to butt or pivot to pivot? Anyways, doesn't really matter. As you can tell, this knife is just a little tiny guy. And last for comparisons, because I know I do a lot, here it is against the Chunk and the Bixby, also from Camillus. I got all three of these knives at the same time. I was going to do a video of them all at the same time. I was going to do one video with all of them, but I decided, you know what, we'll do separate videos. So, what are we looking at here? So, we're looking at a steel frame lock. The blade itself is a reverse tanto type shape, and it is made of 3CR13 MOV steel. We have a tip-up pocket clip, kind of unique, and you can see the knife folds up into a really compact package, and it can stand up. So instantly, right now, that's a big plus. You have thumb stud deployment, as well as a flipper deployment that, yeah, sometimes works with enough wrist. So there you go. Full disclaimer, this is my edge on here. I used this guy for a little bit, and he went completely dull. And so I resharpened him up for this video. So, let's go ahead and go cut some stuff and dull him again, shall we? Alright, so we have some cardboard scraps left over from testing with the Chunk. And so we're just going to use these. So we have a nice little reverse tanto blade shape. This knife is fairly thin and fairly well ground. I mean, it could be maybe a little bit better, but I mean, it's not bad. What do we want to do first? Just like this. No, that cardboard's too springy. We'll just do like this. So yeah, it slices stuff up just fine. Yeah, I mean, as far as like a small little EDC knife, I think a reverse Tonto was a good shape to go with. You get a nice amount of point. The blade steel is not ideal. We'll say that. Ergos, yeah, let's go talk about those. Alright, so here's this little guy in my pocket. This clip is kind of reminiscent of stuff like the... it's over there, I'm not going to grab it. The Gerber flat iron or the Asada type clip. It does have quite a bit of grip. It's nothing special. I do think it fits the aesthetic of the knife pretty well. Let's see here. I'm not going to be able to stand this guy up in a place where you can see. We'll do that back at the table. As far as the knife goes, I actually do like the aesthetic. This, very square, compact little design. It's running on Teflon washers, or maybe just straight up plastic. You already see one of them is starting to kind of squish out. We'll show that better at the table. So you have a thumb stud and a flipper. The thumb stud works fantastically, actually. Believe it or not, the thumb stud is great. The detent on this guy is perfect for the thumb stud. For the flipper tab, I mean, there's no detent lash. You can hear it click in. But I think it's the washers that let it down for the flipper tab. With a thumb stud, you can get that poof kind of action. So it does fire out right away. But the flipper tab, no. If you give it a little bit of wrist, you can get it. But yeah, not a great action there. Ergos. I mean, this knife is not as bad as I thought it would be. I'll give it that. But that's not saying much because it's still pretty uncomfy when you're using it. So yeah, I mean, look at this. You've got, like, right here on the lock bar, you have one surface that has ridges that are pretty sharp. Then you have another surface, and then you come up to this corner, you have another surface, and there's this jimping back here, which is kind of rough. So really, when you're holding this, your fingers are saying, "Oh no, please, no, that hurts." And I mean, it's a small knife too, so you kind of have to cram your fingers on there anyways. But I think that's about all I have to say here. Let's head back to the table, talk about what I like and don't like. All right, Camillus Choff. What do I like? I mean, that's gorgeous. I love that it stands up. That's excellent. No, but in all well, actually, no, I am being serious. I do like that it stands up. I mean, I'm allowed to have fun. I like the overall look of this knife. I do think this knife looks pretty good, especially when it's folded up. I think it looks nice. You have this rounding here, and you have this rounding here, and this kind of cut off corner and this cut off corner that they correspond with each other, and it's nice and compact. I like compact stuff. The clip matches the aesthetic. So I mean, I like this knife. I think it would have been better without the flipper tab, for deployment and for looks. But another thing I like is just two screws holding this guy together. Maybe the pocket clip screws are. I don't think so. Yeah, no, definitely not. So yeah, just two screws holding this guy together. That's cool. It is centered. And yeah, that's what I like. What do I not like? Well, that's pretty tragic. I guess the thumb stud action's not bad. I do like that. I guess we'll put that in the like. Something I don't understand. I'm not sure it's something I don't like, but look at this. You've got a liner and a steel scale on this side, and just a steel scale on this side, which makes the knife look a little bit lopsided. And also, I mean, I know why they didn't just have a steel scale on this side without the liner. It's because there's another version of this knife, a black one, that has a plastic scale that they put on top of there. But, I mean, still, it's a little bit weird. Maybe one of these days I'll take this apart and see if I can take out that liner and just, just mess with this guy. The clip, not great as far as the pocket retention or anything. This guy's a brick. This is a heavy little knife. Thumb stud is pretty sharp. The action, no bueno. Ergos are just terrible. Terrible. Don't know why I keep trying to flip it. I know that doesn't work, but just terrible. And then I want to talk, the price on this guy, I found this online anywhere from like $15 to $22. I think I paid $12 at a feed store for this guy. But online, I'm not sure if this steel is 3CR13 or 420. The package I got this in, I'm pretty sure I remember it saying 3CR. I threw the packaging away. It was blister pack, but I'm pretty sure I remembered it saying 3CR, but online, most places, well, every place I found had this listed as 420. So I'm not sure. Companies, this is why you put the blade steel on the blade. So we're not asking questions. Ouch. Yeah, so final conclusions. This is definitely the worst of the three knives I picked up at the feed store. Definitely the worst. These other two knives are actually decent. I mean, for the price tag of like 15, 20 bucks, actually pretty darn good. This guy here is not. This is not good in any way, even for the price. So, yeah. I was going to show the plastic washers in there. I'll grab my flashlight. You see how one of them's squishing out? Maybe. Anyways, plastic. Not a big fan. Yep. That's all I've got here. With these other guys, I said, if you're a knife enthusiast, you might want to pick these up just because, they'll give you a good laugh. They'll give you a giggle. If you're someone who's just looking for a good pocket knife and you're not really in the knife community and you're just, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can get these because they'll serve you pretty good. I can't recommend this knife to anyone at all, unfortunately. But, I mean, as a paperweight, maybe. Okay, I'm starting to get mean. We're not going to bully this guy anymore. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.